We're here in town. We just went to my house and took the foundation boards off, the ones that cover the vents. And I forgot to pick up my camera, but we got them all in the back of the truck. Now we got to make it over to the doctor's by 11:30. We stopped here at Lowe's. We were looking for a garden cart, but it was too small. The price was right, but the cart was too small. We got a lot of flowers. We're here. There's the doctor's offices again. We're here waiting for the doctor to come in. We're here at the landfill getting compost. It was so much easier when they just dumped it for us right into the truck. So he fills a bucket and I put it in this drum. So we're filling it up. We came here to Tractor Supply and we got our garden cart. It's there, right next to the compost. I thinned the carrots this morning, got a nice little bunch. That was just thin them so the others could grow better and bigger. I thinned the carrots out of the grow bag this morning, and I had enough to can 1 pint, so I canned it. Well, I saved the ones I pulled and canned the ones I had in the refrigerator. There's our handy cart. That's going to be nice because I always had a tendency to tip the wheelbarrow over with 3 wheels, but 4 wheels would be a lot better for me to use. We thought we were getting a gorilla cart, but this is groundwork. It's practically the same thing. We're already using the garden cart. I brought this plant up from the greenhouse this morning. I wish the sun would come out, but I think it's going to be cloudy all day. It's a little cool this morning. But you can see the Confederate jasmine there on the top of that azalea. Our pretty pear tree last week has dropped all the blossoms. They're laying there on the ground. They're all gone. But this little scrawny pear tree is now blooming. The one that was all dead looking last week. Look at there. It's blooming. Look at that potato plant. That looks really healthy. Huge.
This has got a flat tire.
Now he's taking the dirt out of the wheelbarrow and putting it in the cart. And while I was taking it easy yesterday, he built the frame of this bed. So we'll have beds all the way down through here before long. Oh, the doctor said yesterday about Larry's back that it's degenerative, and it's in the spot where he had the cancer in his spine. So surgery's no good. It won't help. And he's going to send him to another doctor to get steroid shots in his back to help with the pain. This is our raised bed. The garlic's growing, carrots are growing that I transplanted, lettuce. I'm going to come out and pick some spinach. Got a new recipe for a spinach pie. I'm going to come get some. But I want to show you the peach tree first. There's the peach tree all in bloom. It'd be nice if we had a lot of peaches this year, but we'll see.
I never heard of anybody sweeping a greenhouse.
Deep south.
Huh?
Deep south sweeps theirs when they don't blow it.
Hey. See?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. We got all these little toadstools coming up everywhere here in the greenhouse. And this is around the fig tree. And these are in with the onions. I thought they were pretty. We pulled another little turnip for me to eat. Larry wants to get him out of the beans. I'm willing to eat it. Larry's drilling holes in the old tub so he can plant in it. He's putting the holes up on the side so there'll be a little bit of water left for a reserve in the bottom, and then the extra will drain out. This little blueberry bush is blooming. It had some nice berries on it last year. There's the blossoms. And the nice thing about a blueberry is when you have one growing, then little ones come up around it, so you get a whole stand of them. So there's 1, 2, 3 there. We got about 1/8 of an inch of rain last night. I'm going to empty it so I can measure what we get tomorrow. Larry's going to town without me. I got work to do here in the kitchen. He's going to go meet Stephanie for a few minutes. He's waving. Don't see if he can drive away too much without me anymore. Larry caught another possum. This time he put 2 spots of red paint on it. So this is a different one, but it's still a young one. And I guess he's going to try turning it loose across the road again. There he is. Happy to get out of there. He was playing possum earlier. There he goes. There he goes. Hopefully he won't be back. I got the basin scrubbed clean, and there's a hole in the middle of that paneling for the hose to go down through, and I got the tub full of water, but I got to drill some holes now in that paneling for the water to go back down into the tub. Got the drill so I can drill more holes. Not sure this is going to work, but I drilled some holes in there to let the water back down. So it'll go back down into the tub. We'll see. Well, the fountain is working good. I have to see where the water's running. And I got screen between the fountain and the plywood to kind of keep the dirt from going down in the holes when I put the mulch over it. Well, St. Patrick's Day is over. This is Thursday. So I put it in the attic and I got out Easter because Easter's coming. This is my mantle. Those little lights up there are supposed to be Easter lights, different colors, but they look like Christmas, but they're really Easter. So the box said. And got some silk lilies there and a little basket of Easter eggs. So, this is my decorations for Easter. And this is the decoration on the door that goes out to the driveway. I've got this on the front door. Just a little rabbit that says Happy Easter. This is my hall table decorated for Easter. I got some little onyx eggs there in the basket. And this year I put flowers and crosses both on the tree. I've got that antique egg too, and some lilies, silk. The newscaster's been all excited, the weatherman, about the big storm that was coming through. We haven't gotten anything. Larry's got the golf cart ready to take to the lady that bought it. The lady that bought the golf cart bought it just to get the good batteries, most of it. She needed those. We've got less than a 1/4 inch of rain and no wind to speak of, just nothing going on. We went out this morning and put everything away and tried to get ready for wind, tornadoes, hail, and so far it's just, and the storm is 2/3 of the way across us. We've really been blessed. This is the amount of rain we got from the big storm. We had just as much like the night before when it wasn't anything forecast. The storm's over and we came into town. And the sun's coming out and it's beautiful now. You can see the pear trees over there are all in bloom. All down along the creek. It's pretty. This is a squash that Larry grew last summer, and he just stored it outside, and it looks like it's going to be pretty good. And I thought my loaf of bread turned out picture-worthy today. It's all nice and even. Well, I'm here at Betty's, and we're celebrating her 90th birthday, but I can't film her because her hair's not done. But here's the cake. I made one of those Jello punch cakes. So it's 90. Okay, you can make a wish and blow them out.
Well,
A little more breath. Can you do it?
I don't know.
Honest, they're not trick candles. Good job. Now your wish will come true. And that was to live to 95. Or something better.
That's not wishing for much.
Yeah. Larry picked up Bentley and he's here. There he is. He gave Grandpa a kiss and said bye. He was going to go. And he got the basket full of toys to take with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basket.
Going bye-bye?
Got toys in it. Got toys in the basket. Yeah. Got animals. Yeah.
Give me a kiss goodbye.
You and Grandpa a kiss goodbye?
Thank you.
Kiss?
Oh, I get a kiss too? Oh.
Oh,
thank
that's-
you.
Ooh, that's a messy kiss. Bye.
Bye.
Go to work.
What is it?
No.
What is it?
Mm-hmm. Good boy. That's good. One more.
What is it? What is it?
No, it's 3 holes.
What is it?
That's a boy. Twist it. You gotta turn it. Keep turning. No, just turn it a little more. There you go. You got them all.
Double?
Yeah, good boy.
Visit wouldn't be complete without a visit to the chickens.
See, my aloe was doing good, but when it got cold outside, the whole thing turned black. I don't know if it's going to come back.
You gotta protect them because you have to start pulling all the dead limbs off of it.
No. I got pole saws. Here, come carry this, Bentley.
Well, Bentley's gone home, so this is late afternoon on Saturday the 20th. And Larry tilled up the garden some more, and we're going to plant some bush beans, some contenders. He's going to get the fertilizer. That stick right there, from there down, we got 2 rows of contender beans. We planted tenderette beans between that stick and the second one. And then between the second stick and the end, we got bronco beans. And now we're going to put out another full row of bronco beans, or Larry's getting it ready. Makes a trench and then puts fertilizer in it and fills it back up. And then I drop the beans in and cover them. You weren't filling me planting that, were you? This is Monday morning, March the 22nd, and we got the plastic lining put in this new bed. And Kathy and Tammy stopped over for a little visit. That was nice. And I didn't film anything. Yesterday was Sunday. I didn't film anything, but we watched the sermons like we usually do and had a good lunch and took it easy. And we had a nice rain. We got a ½ inch. That was yesterday morning and not Saturday night and yesterday morning. This is Monday and I'm here at Betty's. And her daughter Leslie came yesterday for her 90th birthday. Brought her a cake and candy and all kinds of things and all these pretty white roses. Plus there's some more roses back there on the table, so she's got lots of flowers. And a card and had a nice time, I think.
Jewelry.
Oh yes, a nice necklace with 9 rings on it, and each ring is for a decade.
Yeah,
So that was nice.
it was very touching for
Mm-hmm.
me.
While I was at Betty's helping her, we moved a chest out of the house and took everything out of it and things like that. But Larry finished putting all the chipped pine in the bottom, and then he put compost in, and then he added lime and fertilizer, and now I just got home and we put 5 bags of potting soil in here. So it's ready to plant in the morning. This is Tuesday and we've been running errands in town. Larry went in there to get some spark plugs for the mower. He needs 2. I planted beans this morning. He's been working on the lawnmower. You can see through all the pollen on the windshield. It's pretty bad. We decided it's time to plant our fig tree, the Celeste one that we bought a few weeks ago. We got fertilizer in a hole, getting ready to plant it. There it is, all planted. We're getting ready to plant another fig tree. Larry burned the grass right there. Now he's kind of scalping it back. We got our second fig tree planted. This one came from our friend Donald. It looks nice and healthy. I don't know if you can see, we worked in the garden today. Planted Amish paste tomatoes here. And all the way down that way. We got 36 Amish paste. And then right here on the end, we've got 3 Homestead there. And on down on the other end, we got 7 Homestead there. In the middle of those dark spots. It is Homestead tomatoes. They're supposed to grow good when it's hot and humid. We're hoping for a lot of tomatoes this year. The garden's coming along. It's got pretty well planted. We got another row there to put things. That's about it. Beans, tomatoes, onions, and garlic. I worked in these onions this morning. I pulled the dirt all back from the base. That's supposed to make them grow bigger around at the bottom. And I put feed water on them. And I cut off most of the dead pieces just to make them look better. So we'll see if they start growing any bigger now. We had onion soup for supper. This is Wednesday. I talked to Betty and they're getting a lot done at her house. They got the pantry put in the hall and they got the cupboard doors on yesterday. In the kitchen, the cabinet doors. So they're coming along. Larry's taken the mower, the John Deere mower, to be repaired. He put a new fuel line on it and a new fuel pump, but it didn't fix it. So he's taken it to the John Deere dealer. He said the carburetor on it he's not familiar with. So he's going to see if they can fix it They said they were about 3 weeks behind, so it'll be a while before we get it back. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today. This is Haley 10 years ago when she used to play with the animals and with Grandpa. It's Saturday and Haley is here and Emma and Bentley. And Haley's playing with the animals and things like she used to when she was a little girl. Her and Grandpa used to line them all up. But she's doing this a little fancier than they did then, but she was just little.
It's a railing.
Here's all the animals, and they got them on top of the cars.
Perfect.
I wonder what's going to happen when Bentley gets here.
They're all gonna fall.
They're all going to fall.
It's gonna be like Godzilla. They come off one by one. Nom, 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 nom. I am your leader now. There we go. I am your leader now. You. There. You. Here. Perfect. I will be off. I am your leader now. You. Here. You. Here. Perfect. I'll be off.
Bentley's back playing. Emma's got a game on the computer.
To do with something like that, and I bought the whole kit.
There's the whole
It
group.
has the heating element, 3 fuses, or 3 thermostats and a fuse, and
There they go. Emma was 7 yesterday. It was her birthday. Larry and I came over to Betty's to visit. And look at her new pantry here in the hall that John and John did. Her friends. Got room for canned goods and paper products, whatever she wants to put in. And the shelves are all adjustable. He measured when he was here before and it put it right in and it fits. And this is it, right here in the hall. The door's all shut. She's so happy to get that and have some storage space. There's the man that did all the work. Yes. He's building in around to a washer dryer. And then they'll paint the paneling white to match the rest of the kitchen.
That's where we were. He was going to have a shop down there now.
Now I've got it figured out to put 2 shelves in here.
Oh, that'll be great too.
Now it's going to be one right here at this height.
Uh-huh.
So she still gets something in, and then there'll be another one up above.
Yeah, nice.
Like a pantry.
And there are the cabinet doors. Look at that, doors and handles and pulls.
Yeah, Jen got all of them painted, so we wrapped them all up, stuck them in the camper, hung them, and then she had the pulls. So.
Looks like a real kitchen again.
Nice.
Uh-huh. And she's got a shelf above her door now so she can store dishes and pretty things that she don't use too often up there.
He had to pay.
And John built out that wall and made it wider.
Affect you in everything you do.
Oh, it did.
This is where Betty's friends are staying. Jan and John. She's known them for years. So they came down from North Carolina. They're staying with her to help and then they're going back. We put up our cattle panel here in the garden. We thought it'd be good for the indeterminate tomatoes to grow on, the ones that grow tall. So we've got, down there we've got 13 beefsteak tomatoes. And so they'll be able to grow tall, and we'll tie them to the cattle panel. I think that'll work. At least we're going to try it. If you can see that, the beans that we planted are breaking through the ground. There's another bean coming up. So maybe in a few days we'll have a whole row. Here's the blueberries by the chicken coop, and they're just bloomed out full. Larry says it's because he's put chicken manure under them, aged. This is the bed in the greenhouse where I planted the beans the other day. And the Bronco beans, can you see it? They're coming through the ground. So give it a few days, nice warm weather, we should have a whole lot of beans. Our big tomatoes from last year that we tied up in the greenhouse not too long ago, we untied them and brought them out here by the building, put them outside. It's getting pretty hot in the greenhouse. So now they're tied up there. This is the other big one. I think they're both cherry tomatoes. We just moved them out yesterday, tied them up again, see if we still get tomatoes off of them. This is what we've been eating. It's such a nice evening. I went ahead and worked up the soil around the garlic and got the weeds all out of it. So maybe it'll grow a little better. And the onions up through there, I worked around them, pulled the dirt back from the bulb, hoping it will grow. Got the weeds out. So that's done. We're here at Walmart ready to pick up our grocery order. They're going to bring it out in a minute or two. Our crabapple tree is blooming. Pretty crabapple. It's still got the Spanish moss in it. It's breezy here today. This is Palm Sunday. Next Sunday will be Easter. This is one of our azalea bushes. I think it's blooming the most of any. A lot of them aren't open yet, but this one's really, really nice. What species is this here?
No, that's all right. It's an old man.
This is blueberry bushes here by the number 3 building. If all those blossoms make berries, we're going to have a bumper crop. I cut a pretty bouquet out of these dogwoods. They were on the tree where Larry walks, and he kept hitting his head on them, so I cut them so he can walk under them, because he has to walk with his head down because of his back and neck. So cut them off and put them here in a vase. We're on our way to Charleston. The day has finally got here, and Larry gets the shot in the back for pain. We're hoping it works. Well, we're here. I found a place to park close to where I was before, but I'm in the shade. Larry's in the outpatient. Now we just wait. It's 1:30 and we're here in line at Zaxby's. Larry's got his shot.
Whoopee!
He's got to take it easy now, the rest of the day for sure. In the next few days, I think.
Had to have a shot for pain, and I couldn't drive, so Laura driving back home. I just can't help it. That's a good-looking woman.
I'm trying to miss all the holes.
There's a lot of holes in their highway. She's trying to miss them. Did pretty good though so far.
This is another recipe I've tried for spinach. It's spinach and cheese and onions and garlic all mixed together with an egg, and then you bake it in a croissant. You get the croissant roll and roll it out and stuff it with that, fold it over. So it was pretty when it was all together, but we ate it before I thought about it. Larry was in the mood for some peanut butter cookies, so I made these for him. They're on the platter that Mom used to put her cookies on, his depression glass. Betty's azaleas are blooming, and her amaryllis are all up, but a couple of them got buds. Jan and John put extra locks on Betty's doors with nice long screws, so she's safe in here. She's got these on all of her outside doors. And she said she has a shotgun, so she's safe. And here's the kitchen cabinets. I don't know if I filmed them with the handles on them or not, but... And now John's in the process of putting an extra shelf in each of them. And here is the laundry room that he built around the washer dryer. So you can see that brown paneling is all painted white now and trimmed out. Looks nice, and got the doors on. He's making the shelves now to put in up at the top. Got these doors on. He's got to put the handles on yet, but looking nice. And he got extra handles on the cabinets there. And the bookcase is no longer brown. It's got a couple coats of paint. Things are moving along. I'll wait till these are gone before I fill it again. Yes.
Tell me what you're doing in the kitchen.
I'm making homemade bread. Bread maker. We're raking up pine straw to have to put over our beans. It's supposed to get down to 32 degrees Friday night. If we want to protect them from the cold, we're going to put pine straw over them. So that's what we're doing. That's the second load of pine straw. That's our azaleas out there by the live oak. Live oak's coming out pretty. Leaves on it are coming out pretty. And this is the azalea right here by the entrance. There's different ones. This is one of my favorite ones. It's white with pink in it. I think it's just pretty. It's one we moved from the back of the house around here. Buds are more pink. There's pink in the tips of the flowers. And Larry planted all those azaleas there by the fence. The azaleas there at the house are blooming some too, even though we trimmed them. We're storing the pine straw here in the shed until we need it tomorrow to cover the plants. We got these big buckets out to cover the bigger tomatoes in the garden. And we've got pots to cover all the tomatoes. And the pine straw, but see the beans are up. They all came up these contenders. The other ones aren't up yet, but these are. So we'll cover them. We've got all these pots in here. Going to use those to cover the tomatoes, the other smaller tomatoes. We put them in here so we can use them tomorrow. It's supposed to storm this afternoon or evening. Between probably 6:30 and 9:30 it's supposed to storm. So we put them in here to keep them from blowing. I picked some of the pretty azaleas. I cut them. I figure if the frost or cold is going to get them, I might as well have some in here to enjoy. It's been raining. There should be a rainbow. This is the beginning of the storms that are coming through, I think. Sometime between now and 10 or 10:30. But I don't see any rainbow. So if we have those storms, I guess March will go out like a lion. Leaves are all coming out on the live oak are pretty. Well, last day of the month, I guess I'll say good night. God bless. The first bit of storm has come through and there's more on the way. It's about 8 o'clock. I'll say it again. Good night. God bless.